If you've been learning flute from YouTube, then probably this is one of the most important video that you should go through. Especially if you are someone who's struggling to learn, who are finding it difficult to figure out that okay, what to practice, how much to practice, and where you need to focus your energies in terms of practice, then probably this will be one of the most important videos, especially if you are a beginner, because it may be a very overwhelming experience if you are planning to learn from YouTube, because the algorithms of YouTube is not designed to teach you. The algorithms of YouTube is designed to help make you spend more and more time on YouTube, which is a very different objective from if you're learning from a very structured curriculum or a very designed, well-designed course. So what happens is when you start YouTube, suddenly you look for a song for notations which you probably like, and you will see multiple videos coming up, and then when you click, and it will lead you to one or the more other videos which may not be probably right as per your levels. And in this process, if you've been learning, you are looking at probably the right video, but probably you are not yet ready to play the same video. Maybe before that video you should be watching and playing some other videos. Now, how do you know that whether you are right for that video or not, or what is your current playing level? Now, probably this structure which I'm going to give you will help you decode your current playing, and will also probably help you in just organizing your thoughts around how to plan your overall learning, especially if you're planning from YouTube. So there are 6 guidelines for YouTube learners which you should remember. Okay. The first one is avoid big songs. Now, I wanted to make this as the first point itself, because most of the people who are learning from YouTube probably are at a beginner level. And big songs, when I say, I mean songs which are really, probably a full-fledged songs. So avoid playing big songs. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because initially your fingers are not yet ready, and you are still not getting very confidence in terms of the saptak that you have to play, the different octaves that you are supposed to play. Now, in that, if you start attempting big songs, you will not be able to do justice, especially if you pick up a song which has got Komal Ga, Komal Ni. Now here, your basic 3 octaves are not clear. If your basic mappa transitioning is not clear, if your tar saptak, swar are not very clear, at that stage you should not even attempt to play any big song, no matter whether it is a Shuddhaswara song or a Komal Gani song or a Komal Reda song. So definitely nahi karna chahiye. So that's the first important part if you are absolutely beginner. So what to play? Now that's where the second guideline will be very helpful. You should learn song in 4 stages. Now these stages are like this. The first stage is you should start with very simple tunes. 2-line songs, 3-line songs. For example, when I say 2-line song or 3-line songs, for example, Happy Birthday, or songs which are which can get over very fast, like Ye Hai Bombay Meri Jaan, or Satya tune, or only the first 2 lines of a song, or only the theme songs. These are the simple tunes which are again in Shuddha Swara without any Komal Swara. That's the first stage. The second stage is, once you are done playing some basic tunes, the next stage is that you should go and play simple songs but slightly long form, which are not really full-fledged big songs, but simple songs like Jana Gana Mana, or songs like Pal Pal Har Pal, or you can also play songs which are like I said, Bombay Hai Meri Jaan is one, Malguri Days could be another one. So pick up a song which is again Shuddha Swara based, simple songs which doesn't require too much of complications. That is stage 2. The third stage in that is that you pick up a song which is Komal Ga and Ni, which is at a stage 3, where once you're comfortable with all the Shuddha notes, once you're playing notes which are across all octaves going comfortably, then you can go to the third stage, which is Komal Gani based song. And then comes fourth is Komal Rain Dha. So that's how you should split the entire learning into 4 different stages. So that's the second guideline. The third guideline is learn 30 to 40 tunes in each stages. Now, the 4 stages I mentioned, but even within that, you need to take at least 30 to 40 songs and do a good job of it. So for example, if you're absolute beginner, don't even think about Komal Ga, Komal Ni, Komal Re, Komal Da kind of songs. Just take the basic tunes, play at least 10, 20, 30, 40 songs or tunes comfortably. Only then go to a proper, slightly bigger song which are Shuddha Swara based. Do at least 30, 40 songs which are again from basics to slightly more advanced level songs within 30, 40. And then you go to Komal Gani based songs and then Komal Rita based songs. So technically you need to master 30 to 40 songs in 4 stages. That's I'm talking about 120 songs. And in a year probably if you do good 30-40 songs, that is a great start for you to kind of have. And if you can spend more time, you can do even more songs, but at least 30 to 40 songs in a year can be easily be done. So that's learn 30 to 40 tunes in each stage. That's the third guideline that we have. The fourth important guideline is focus on getting the basic fingers right. Now, if you are planning to play any song, before that, just ensure that your ma is absolutely perfect. You are only opening a little bit of ma. Just ensure that your basic fingering positions, your thumb placements and everything is absolutely perfect. Because this is your foundation. Whatever you practice, if your foundation is wrong and you end up practicing something wrong, then it becomes very difficult for you to change your positions later on. So just first focus on getting all the fingers basics right, the way you hold your flute, your posture, the way you keep your thumb. Are you keeping your fingers like in a position which is not very comfortable? So that's why focus on getting the basics right, especially upper transitioning, especially playing all the octaves. Very important to get those basics in place. The fifth is practice long notes and control over blowing. Now, long notes is extremely important because initially your breathing capacity may not be very good. Your blowing may be getting over in 10-15 seconds. And that's why long notes can be very handy, especially if you are playing tar saptak notes and if you are not getting the right tonal quality, or if there is a lot of hiss sound, then long notes will definitely help you. Also, if your blowing is shaky, it's constantly shaking when you are blowing, then long notes can over a period of time help you get a very straight line blowing, so the shaky part of your blowing will actually will reduce with time. So long notes has 3 very, very important benefits. The first one is that your breathing capacity will increase. Second is you will be able to play clean notes and your hissing sound will reduce as you focus more and more on each note. The third part is that you will get better control over your blowing, which means that your shakiness in your blowing will reduce. And the fourth most important part, which will in a way help you understand the basic sound of each note, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. You will understand the sound of each note when you play long notes. And it is very important for your ear development or for your ear training. It's very, very important. So you need to practice long notes and get control over blowing. In the last part, which is sixth part, which is practice alankaras and get fingering flexibility. Now, ideally, the fourth point should have been the first one, the fifth should have been the second one, the sixth should have been the third one, and then avoid big songs and all. But because I know that most of the people make this mistake, I wanted to start with the first point itself, which is being avoid big songs. So if you are absolutely beginner, you focus on your basics right, point number 1. Second, practice long notes and get control over your blowing. And practice alankara and get basic fingering flexibility across 3 octaves, middle octave, lower octave and the higher octave. Until the time you don't do that, you do not do any big songs. You break down your songs into 4 parts, which is simple songs, simple tunes, simple songs, Komal Gani songs and then Komal Reda songs. And then under each stage, you play at least 30 to 40 songs to get mastery over it. Now, this is the structure with which if you learn, you will get a very clear direction. And you will be able to feel the most important part actually here is that you will be able to feel much better because you are very clear what is your immediate goal, and because you are clear, your practice will be much more focused. And then because your practice is much more focused, you will get a better result, and because you will get result, you will feel much more confident to go and go to the next stage. And once you, like I said, if you keep crossing 30-40 songs under each stage, you're automatically your flute playing will definitely improve with time. So that's what I wanted to say. The 6 guidelines, if you are a YouTube learner, you should definitely remember and you should try to follow. And if you are not yet part of my community, join my community of Flute Songs Mastery, and you click on the link below and be part of my community. And I would love to see you during my webinars. Thank you so much. Thank you.